Okay, guys, are we live now? I think I had this where it was not live and I was talking to the wall for quite some time because we have to use this new program for our live streaming. So, are you guys seeing me live now? Hopefully, you guys do see me live now. I think we are. We are actually live, right? Is everyone seeing me live? Type live in the box if you guys are seeing me live. And what we're going to do is we're going to dive in and talk to you guys about how to make this stuff work so that you can understand how to make money online in 2020. We're going to talk to you about what you need to know. So if you guys can see me live, type live in the box, let me know, and we're going to dive right in and show you guys how this stuff works. All right, everyone seeing me now? I believe we are. Cool, are we here? Type live in the box if we're live. Okay, don't type something else because I need to see that we're live, so you got to type in live. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to run through this again because I just did 15 minutes without being live because the server was weird. All right, so we're going to talk about how to make money online in the year 2020, what you need to know. Now, I've been making money on the internet for over 20 years now, actually about 20 years. I'll be over 20 years in March. That'll be my 20-year anniversary of making money. And what I want to do is I want to go through this stuff with you and show you how it works because I know a lot of you guys are feeling frustrated and you don't know how to get out there and actually make this stuff work, right? How many of you guys are frustrated and you're like, Marcus, I'm confused, I'm frustrated, I don't know what to do, I don't know where the money's at, I'm watching videos and people are telling me, you can make money on this, you can make money on that, Shopify, dropship, whatever. And they're telling me all these things about how to make money online, and I don't really know which way to go, right? How many of you guys feel like that and you're really, really struggling? Well, what I'm going to do in this call is I'm going to break down exactly what's going on and how to get out of info overload and how to get away from the struggling mindset and get to what actually gets you money. Now, you're going to see a picture of me that looks funny like a magician here. And this is what I looked like 20 years ago when I started my business in a broken down mobile home that my brother and I lived in with a bunch of drug addicts. So it's kind of crazy, difficult to live there. Really, really struggled with this stuff, okay? But back then, my brother had worked for a local cigar company. I offered to do a website for him, and I found out that the website that I made for him got ranked on the search engines, got all kinds of orders, and was really, really cool. It's like, okay, here, I built this site, and now they're getting sales from this little internet thing. Because back in 1999 and 2000, we didn't really know the power of this stuff. We knew there was a couple people online. We knew that it was getting bigger, but we didn't know the real power of how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on a trip from about 20 years ago to today. I'm going to show you what happened, some major milestones online, and I'm hoping that you can connect the dots and see exactly what's going to go on and see where you need to go. Because there's a lot of things out there that are telling you to go right, left, up, down, sideways. They're telling you all the places to go, but they're not exactly giving you the tools that you need to make this stuff work for you. And what we want to do is we want to make it work for you. Now, if you like this kind of stuff and you want to learn more about it, I'm Marcus, aka the Affiliate Marketing Dude. You could click that subscribe button and click the bell. That way you get my new videos and my live streams every time we go live and come out with a new video. Now, let's dive back into the olden days of the internet. Now, back in 1971, there was a guy named Ray Tomlinson who is generally, he was credited with being the first guy to send an actual email. So in 1971, we had these computers, and this guy sent the first email, and it was pretty crazy, right? He probably had like some crazy huge computer that now is like less powerful than like a tenth of your cell phone. But either way, he was able to send an email, and he was credited with being able to send the first email. Now, back in the early days of the internet in 1994, 1995, when I was in high school, my buddies and I would go to each other's houses, the ones that had computers. I didn't have computer, but my friends did. And so I'd go there and we'd use their computer and we'd go on AOL and we'd chat with people and we'd check out chat rooms and things like that. And half the time we thought we were talking to people that were cool, and they probably were just like, weird people or whatever. Some of them were probably cool, right? But, to each his own. But at any rate, there we were with, thousands of other people in this online community talking to each other. And I remember the first time we used to like to watch MTV and hang out in the chat rooms and talk to people and watch MTV. And I remember that if you were on at the right time, MTV would actually put the live chat roll on the screen. So it's like, hey, there we are. We're famous. Look, there's my comment. I could actually talk. And it was kind of cool. Now, it was all fun and good. And we were in high school and we were having a good time. But I had no idea the power of what was going on. I didn't know what the internet would become. I didn't know that it would be this major trillion-dollar industry. I had no idea what was about to happen. Back then, in addition to the chat rooms, there was a few websites out there, and there was also bulletin boards. Now, bulletin boards were a place like a forum where you could actually go and talk to people and talk about different things and get answers and ask questions and things like that. And back then, those were pretty popular. And so what happened is in 1994 to 1998, the internet started to grow. And there's lots of websites on the internet, lots of people looking at the internet, and it was growing each and every year. In 1998, there was the birth of Google, right? Google came out in 1998, and they were like, hey guys, I think with all these websites, we need to be able to organize them. So we want to make it to where you could search something in the box, because then it was all AOL keyword based, right? And you type a keyword in AOL and it sends you to a site from some guy who paid for the keyword or whatever it was, or maybe someone who showed up for the keyword, or however the algorithm worked. Now, Google came out and they're like, we're gonna review the entire web, right? We're gonna go and we're gonna crawl the whole web, and we're gonna put everything in little boxes, and we're gonna make it easy for them, okay? Really, really cool. Now, if you are watching this, happy Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so hopefully you guys enjoy it and have a good Thanksgiving if you guys are here in the US. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some major online hurdles and some major milestones that happen, because at the end, this is all going to fit together for you, and you're going to start to understand how the internet works, and the info overload is going to go away. And you're going to start to understand, wow, other people are leading me in different crazy places, right? You might be watching videos and you're like, are these gurus the only ones that make money? No, they're not. There's a lot more money. The gurus are a tiny, tiny fraction. But for normal people like you and I who just want to make money out there, we're going to show you how this works, okay? Now, here's some major milestones that happened. In 1995, there was the launch of a major online marketplace. Maybe you guys have heard of it. That was Amazon.com. And back in 1995, this dude, Jeff Bezos, was like, I'm going to start a website where people can buy books, and I'm going to make lots of money with it. And he had a vision, and he saw that the internet was going to go somewhere, right? And all the big brains in our industry, back then, they saw the trend of what was going on. They saw that lots of people would be online, and the key is in how to reach them. The key is in advertising and understanding how things work. So when Amazon came out, I want you to think of what it was like for the people around Jeff Bezos, right? There was a lot of people out there, and they probably said, hey, dude, that's not going to work. Like, you're seriously going to hawk your life savings for some stupid book site? Like, duh, you have no brain, right? But he did it anyway, despite what people said, despite what people thought, and now he's like the richest guy in the world or whatever. I don't know who the richest guy in the world is, but I know he was on the top for a while. Now, also in 1995, there was another major launch of another online marketplace called eBay. Now, eBay took off a lot faster than Amazon, but nonetheless, they both did pretty good, and we see who won the race in the long run. All right, so we got to look at this, and we're like, okay, even back in 1995, there was a couple people that got what the internet was about. They understood that the money is going to the online space. They got it, right? Now, you guys, how many of you guys still don't get it, right? Or how many of you guys are like, yeah, I'm sold. I know the internet is like a huge commerce thing. I'm probably going to spend $1,000 or more this holiday season buying shit on the internet, and I know there's money out there, right? How many of you guys know it? Type, I know there's money in the box if you get that. Now, in 1997, another major launch happened. This was a major media streaming service where back in the old days, we used to have to go to Blockbuster and we'd have to rent a DVD if it was available. They had 3 copies, and if people got there before you and got the DVD, you wouldn't be able to rent it. And that's how we rented videos back in the day, if you remember that. Now, Netflix came out and they're like, I think people want to sit at home, so we'll mail them a DVD. And when they're done, they'll mail it back and they'll get another DVD. And we'll just charge them a monthly fee and they could get as many as they want, right? And it was pretty cool. A lot of people liked it. And a lot of people don't know, but Netflix actually didn't start their online video streaming till 2007. Okay, so we got to look at this. I want you guys to pay close attention. Now, a lot of you guys might be here watching and you're like, Marcus, just tell us on the keyboard which buttons to push so that we can make a living, right? It doesn't work that way, but I think if you pay attention for the next hour or so, you're going to get something that's more important than just a tactic. You're going to get something that's more important than other junk, right? You're going to get it and you're going to understand it, because these are the things that I've gotten, and this is what's made me profitable for the last 20 years. Now, in 1998, there was another major launch. Now, this was one of the more important launches back then. Because back in the day, you would have to have a merchant account, you'd have to sign up for a merchant account, you actually had a business, you had to have a physical store in order to be able to take credit cards. Now, PayPal came out with this thing and they're like, hey, we're going to make this system where everyone can pay with credit cards. They could send money to a friend, they could send money to a business, and we're just going to make this online money sending thing. And so they came out with this launch, and this is the first time that it became easy for people like you and I to get online and sell something. Now, this was probably a big answer to the eBay question because a lot of people out there were on eBay spending and making a lot of money, and they needed an easier way to do it. And so PayPal was out there, and it became a multi-billion-dollar business. And so that was a very important part, and that was back in 1998. So back in 1998, PayPal got it. They understood what was going on. Now, also in 98, we had like sites like bulletin boards and little sites and different things like that. And the internet started to grow and it started to get a little bit bigger. And, you had like AOL and different things like that. And then some search engines came out and they're like, hey guys, we need a way to index all this information because there's bulletin boards and there's websites and there's eBays and there's Amazons and there's all this stuff. So how do we go out there and make it manageable for the average person? How do we make it so the average person could go out there, type in a word, and find websites that they want, right? And this was the birth of search engines. In 1999, search engines started to get really, really big. Google came out, started to get really, really big. And so there we are. In 1999, there was Yahoo, Webcrawler, AltaVista, Google, GoTo, MSN, Lycos, i1, Hotbot, and tons of other search engines out there that were there to get sites ranked so that people could find what they're looking for. Now, very, very important, because back when I was doing this internet marketing and I ranked that cigar site, I understood that these rankings, even though they're free, it didn't cost me anything to rank on these sites, that they brought in orders. So like I literally ranked a site and the guy got orders. If I ranked my own site, I remember the first time I ranked my own site, it was PCMoneymaking.com, which is still our support site today. You guys could look it up. I've had that site for 20 years, and that was the first site I had. And I remember back in 1999, it was actually the year 2000, July 4th of 2000, I remember I had gone to my dad's 4th of July party, and I came home, and when I came home, I logged on to my ClickBank, and I found out that that site actually made me 21 bucks. And I was ecstatic. I was through the moon, and I was like, holy cow, like this website I put up was on the search engine, and I got $21. And I remember the feeling when I first got my check, and I showed it to my dad, and he was like, what the hell's a ClickBank? What's a ClickBank? And he thought it was the funniest thing in the world. But since then, I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with the ClickBank. And I remember that feeling of like, wow, that's really, really, really cool. Right? I remember that. It was really cool. Ben Stacy says, back in 1995, I was online and had no trouble getting free traffic. It's actually easier to get free traffic now, and I'm going to talk to you about how and why. Now, in 2000, here were all these search engines. Google was out. There was all this stuff, right? Now, Google came out, and they're like, hey, man, we're giving away a lot of free traffic through our search engine, so let's launch this AdWords thing. And they launched Google AdWords, which allowed merchants and advertisers and businesses to pay for rankings on keywords. So like if I didn't want to get ranked for mortgage, or I didn't know how to get ranked for mortgage, I could go to AdWords and I could say I'm willing to pay $1 a click and I want to be on mortgage, and pretty much instantly you'd show up for the word mortgage and you could get traffic pretty much instantly. Really, really cool. Now, we got to look at that because Google saw into something that later went on to become something huge. I mean, we know how big the Google company is, and this is why, because they sell advertising. Again, they're selling something that exists in cyberspace. If the plug is pulled from the internet, the company doesn't really exist, right? So we look at it and we're like, holy cow, this AdWords thing is a big insight into the world of internet marketing. It's a big insight into what's going on. So Google came out with AdWords. That became huge. Went on to make billions and billions of dollars a year with the AdWords platform. They did, not me. I wish I made billions of dollars a year, but I do all right myself, right? So Google launched AdWords back then. Next, in 2002, there was a big acquisition. Now, I want you to remember this, because if you understand and you put together all the pieces that I'm putting in front of you, at the end, you're going to be like, I know what I need to do now. and I don't need to hop on every fad and every new thing that everyone's talking about because it's all just noise. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of noise out there. And if you listen to the noise, maybe you'll get a few things that work, but you're not going to get the core of how to run a sustainable internet business. And if you listen to some kid who just started and makes a little bit of money and whatever, right, you're not going to get the core principles. Because someone who just started a year ago and had some success doesn't know the same amount as someone who's been around for 20 years. Like for me, my dad's a real estate agent. He's been in the industry 40 years, right? If I have a question about real estate, I'm going to go to him. I'm not going to go to like some other guy who's been around for a half an hour and just got his license. Why? Because I want information for someone who has a bird's eye view, who's seen everything. Now, in 2002, eBay acquired the PayPal company for $1.5 billion in stocks. Why is that important? Because commerce is changing. Commerce started to change. Now, in 2003, a platform came out for ordinary people like you and I to make websites without even having coding skills. And this was the invention of blogs. You had like Movable Type, you had WordPress, and lots of other blogging platforms. Google had a blogging platform. WordPress had a blogging platform. Tons of blogging platforms. Now, what happened here is Google was like, hey, wait a minute. So we got the AdWords program. And like less than 10% of the people who search on Google click on paid ads. So we're only making money on like less than 10%. So let's make some more. And so someone really smart in the Google world came out with this idea, and they're like, what if we had AdSense where we could put these paid ads that we put on Google on other websites? Because you see, Google's giving traffic to these other websites anyway. What if there was a way to have ads on other websites? Do you guys get how smart that is? If you get it, give yourself a pat on the back, because like that's the key. This was probably the most genius point of online advertising was, hey, let's put these ads on other sites, because check it out. If 10% click the paid ads, 90% click the others, and those 90% that are clicking the others, they're clicking multiple sites. So they could see multiple ads. And all we have to do with Google AdSense is give the blogger a cut, right? We're like, hey, blogger, if you get this traffic, boom, all we have to do is give you a cut, we take a cut, and everyone makes money, and we're all happy. And not to mention, we get a shit ton of data, right? Data is key. All right, so in 2003, that's when AdSense launched as an answer to the blogging platform and other websites that were getting lots of traffic. In 2004, this is when the internet started to go social, and this is where things started to get confusing in the make money space, right? You had sites like Myspace, you had social sharing, you had Flickr, you had all this stuff come out, and all these things that were confusing a lot of people. Now, to some people, they were actually able to ride the trends. For example, I was able to ride the Myspace trend and make multiple seven figures with affiliate marketing on the Myspace platform, which was really, really cool. Awesome, right? I remember it, and like I would wake up and just have tons of money in my account, and I'd be like, holy crap, this thing is insane, right? So I was able to take a look at that and really focus because of the other stuff that I learned. Now, this is when everything started to get really social. Right? So MySpace came out. Now I want you to look at this because in 2005, it gets even more social. This is when YouTube comes out, Reddit comes out. Also in 2005, here's this little site with a bunch of people sharing pictures and music and stupid things. And a lot of people looked at it. Like they told me, they're like, Marcus, you will never make money in MySpace. And I was like, yeah, watch me. And I did. And people were like, MySpace is stupid. It's just a dumb site for sharing. Now, MySpace was actually bought by News Corp in 2005 for $580 million. So someone saw the value. And I want you to look at this because someone out there is seeing the value of this stuff and they're getting it. They're getting it. Are you getting it? How many of you guys, if you're honest with yourself, you could say, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. But how many of you guys are starting to get it? And you're starting to see that these little things that people are doing on the internet that seem silly and fun and cute are like actually making a lot of money, right? People are making tons. People are making millions with Facebook. Facebook is making billions with Facebook. Ads are making billions of dollars. Amazon's making tons of money. eBay makes tons of money. Lots of these sites are making tons of money. And then you have, in 2005, this is what YouTube looked like back then. And YouTube came out in 2005, and people were like, how are you going to make money with people just uploading videos? It doesn't make any sense. Like, seriously, you can't make money with videos. And then in 2006, Facebook and Twitter start to come out. Pretty cool. 2006 also, Shopify comes out. All right, so we're starting to see the trend of what's going on. How many of you guys are starting to see the trend and you're like, oh, wow, this bird's eye view thing makes a lot of sense? Because I've been struggling. I've been like, oh, I'm going to make money on Facebook. Well, Facebook is just another avenue of internet marketing. It's just a traffic source. Oh, Marcus, I'm going to do YouTube. YouTube's good. Just another traffic source. Oh, Marcus, you don't get it, man. Every guru says Shopify. What is Shopify? Shopify is an online store, right? You can build your own online store. That's what it is. Still got to get traffic to it. Well, Marcus, I'm going to do WordPress. Everyone says WordPress. WordPress is good, but what is WordPress? It's a content management system. So if we could put these in the boxes that they belong in, you're no longer going to get swayed away by like shiny objects that say, come look at me. This is the secret. This is it. And you're going to see that the same stuff that worked back a long time ago still works today. And if you get that, you're going to get something more important than anyone else gets, because you're going to understand where this stuff is headed, where it's going, and what's happening, and how to tackle it. So Shopify comes out. Now, in 2006, okay, so 2005, YouTube comes out. 1 year later, 1 year, right? Google buys YouTube for $1.65 billion. This site that people say, oh, you can't make money on that. You're not going to make money. Google's like, yeah, I am. And I'm going to loaf out $1.65 billion to prove it. Another acquisition Google made. Now look at this. Like, Google's a huge company. They're buying up stuff like crazy. And they're like, let's buy DoubleClick. What is DoubleClick? DoubleClick was similar to AdWords, but it was like contextual type advertising. So they buy that for $3.1 billion in cash. I don't care who you are. If you got $3.1 billion in cash and you could spend it on an acquisition, like, you're doing pretty good, right? Another launch was 2009. In 2009, Bitcoin came out. Now, this is one I did not see. If I saw it, some guy came to me and he's like, I want to buy something in Bitcoin. I didn't understand it. But if he had bought that thing in Bitcoin and I had forgot about it, which I probably would have, I would have had like $100 million today. Right? Because you look at it and it's like, hey, what the heck? That was a major blunder of my business. I lost. I missed out because I didn't see that one. Right? I'm not like all-seeing. I'm not perfect. Not anyone is perfect. Not everyone sees everything. Now, that was a costly mistake, but I hope that you watch this and I hope you see the trends and don't make the same mistakes I do. Now, I'm not saying go buy Bitcoin. I don't know much. I still don't know a lot about Bitcoin. I think it's overpriced right now or something. I don't know, right? Don't know much about it. Now, we look at that and we're like, wow. So in 2009, people are starting to get it and they're like, hey, this could be its own currency. 2010, we had Instagram. Instagram comes out and it's like a photo sharing website. And it's like, oh, hey, check this out. This Instagram thing's out. People can share photos. People can do all this kind of stuff and share with each other. Pretty cool. Okay. 2010, we have Quora, which is a popular question and answer platform that launches. 2011, we have Snapchat, which is really cool. And it's a photo sharing thing as well. 2011, there was a big milestone here. And this is when Myspace was sold again. So the guy bought it for $580 million. And they ended up selling it for $35 million, right? So that was kind of a loss there. But it's because they didn't pay attention. They weren't looking at what was going on. Facebook came in and kicked their ass, and they weren't the wiser. And they lost a lot of money because of it, okay? Next, we have Microsoft acquires Skype. So here's this Skype thing where people are talking to each other. People don't see the value of it. Microsoft is like, hey, I'll buy that sucker for $8.5 billion. And they do, okay? And you got to ask yourself why. Why would some computer company that makes software buy Skype? Well, what would be the point? Well, they had a point, okay? Next acquisition was in 2012. Facebook acquired Instagram for $1 billion in cash and stock. So Instagram, this little fun photo site, is now bought by Facebook for $1 billion. 2012, Tinder comes out, dating site. 2013, important milestone, China becomes the largest e-commerce market in the world. All right. A year later, the Singles Day on Alibaba. That's a popular buying and selling site. Singles Day is like their version of Black Friday. That reaches $9.3 billion. Think about that. $9.3 billion in one day. Crazy, right? And Brian says it's just like a Monopoly game. Yes, it is. You have to position yourself right, and then you will win if you do it right. 2014, there was an acquisition. Amazon buys Twitch TV, an online streaming service. Why would Amazon buy that? What the hell would a book and product company, like an online store, why would they buy a live streaming service for $1 billion, right? Almost $1 billion. Well, chances are they see something that we're not seeing. Next, 2005, there was a major launch, which was Pinterest. Pinterest enters the e-commerce scene by adding buyable pins. Really cool. Okay, a feature that allows users to sell their pins so they can make money. 2015 milestone, Singles Day reaches 14 billion. 2016, Alibaba sales one day, 17 billion. 2019, a milestone. The internet is now a virtual shopping mall. How many of you guys saw this coming? Right? How many of you guys are like, wow, are you kidding me? Now, if you like this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe and click the bell, because now we're going to talk to you about what's happening now on November 27th of 2019. In addition to Black Friday, which is in 2 days, being a multiple billion-dollar earner on the internet, there are lots of other things happening on Google. Now, back when I first started, there was about, a couple million searches a day on Google. Now, this is what happens in an internet minute. This is 60 seconds on the internet. Every 60 seconds on the internet, 4 million searches are done on Google. 4 million searches every 60 seconds. Every 60 seconds, 1 million logins are done on Facebook. 4.5 million videos are viewed on YouTube alone. 347,000 people scroll Instagram. 87,500 people tweet. 188 million emails sent. Remember how I talked to you about that guy who sent the first email? Right? Remember that? Now there's 188 million emails sent every 60 seconds. People are like, Marcus, no, you don't understand, dude. You need to do Shopify. Well, maybe I need to do email, because email's got a lot of money. Or maybe I need to get in front of these 4 million people searching Google. Or maybe I need to get in front of these videos viewed. Or maybe I need to get my piece of the $1 million spent online every single minute of every single day. Think about that. Think about that. Now, there's also 41.6 million messages on Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp, and Google now has a market value of $739 billion. Now, I'm going to tell you something that not a lot of people know. Did you know that back in 1998 or 1999, Google was actually trying to sell themselves to, I believe it was the Excite search engine, for $1 million, right? They were like, hey, we got this search engine, let's sell it. And they're trying to sell. They even knocked the price down to $750,000. But lucky for them, the offer was rejected, because they went on to become a huge, huge company. Right now in 2019, Amazon is topping a $1 trillion market cap. Like a freaking website, right? Or a bunch of websites. But they're topping a $1 trillion market cap. Also in 2019, 34% of the internet is powered by WordPress. So I want you to look at this, and I want you to keep this snapshot in your brain when you start to look at things that you want to do online, because people are going to come at you and they're going to say, Marcus, or whatever your name is, you got to go out there and you got to do Shopify. No, dude, you know what you need? You need a chatbot. Or you know what you need? You need to do this or that or this or that. And it's going to confuse you. But if you get down to the raw core of what's going on, what is marketing at the essence? Marketing is taking a message to a group of people. Here's groups of people that are doing stuff online. And when you look at search engine marketing, and this is why I love it, and a lot of people are like, Marcus, you don't understand, man, the money's on Facebook. I'm like, the money's on Google. It's always been on Google. It's always been on Google Adwords, right? It's also on Facebook. It's also on these other things. But with Google AdWords and other search engine companies, I could actually go in front of the people who are looking for my stuff right now. If I have a product that helps people calm their anxiety, I could get in front of people right now that are searching for calm my anxiety. Like, it doesn't get any better than that, right? I can go on Facebook and I can go in anxiety groups or whatever, but I'm never going to find a guy who's actually out there looking up right now, calm my anxiety. And there's people doing it right now. You could put your product in front of them, or you can be an affiliate and put an affiliate product in front of them, and you can make money right away. You just put it in front of them. Now, disclaimer, I don't know how much money you'll make. You might even lose money. Some people make no money. We don't know. right? This is a business. It's not some fairy tale where you buy a product and all of a sudden, the stars align and money comes from heaven. If you like that stuff, go watch The Secret movie and it'll tell you to sing Kumbaya until money comes in your house. I personally don't subscribe to that. I like to go and look at trends and look at what's out there and look at ways to make money. Now, The Secret worked because they capitalized on people that were looking for how to manifest money and all this other stuff, right? So we got to look at it. But here's the deal. The same stuff that worked back when I started making money online is the same stuff that works today. Marcus, you don't get it. The internet's changed. Yeah, it's gotten faster. There's more stuff there. It's a lot easier to get traffic now. Like I can now get traffic. I think my Google ranking record was 53 seconds. So it used to be back in 1998, I had to wait 6 months for Google to index my site. Now it's like in minutes, right? If I do it right, I could literally get indexed in minutes. So it's actually easier. I can put a YouTube video up right now and it'll be in front of the world. Might not be in front of the people I want it to be in front of unless I learn how to do it, but I can make that happen, right? Is everyone starting to get that nothing really has changed and everything out there, you just have to get in front of it all. You just have to get in front of the people out there that are making this stuff work. And if you can understand these trends and you can understand how to make it work, that's where the keys to the kingdom are. That's where this stuff works. That's where this stuff happens. It's where it lives. People are out there. They're searching. They're doing this stuff. And if you get in front of them with the right message and the right person and you link those together, boom, the magic happens. But if you stay stuck and you're like, well, Marcus, you don't understand. Like years ago, I remember I was at a marketing convention. I had already made millions of dollars on the internet, and I'm sitting in this marketing convention, and this big guy's up there talking about Twitter, making money on Twitter, making money on Twitter. And so I'm ready to whip out my credit card because this dude had a good pitch, and I was sold. I'm like, I'm going to buy this thing. And I realized that, you know what? Twitter wasn't exactly my cup of tea. It's not exactly what I want. And I'm glad I didn't buy the product because I left my wallet in my hotel room, and anyone who knows how I organize things, I lose stuff. So I couldn't find it in time, which was actually good for me, because here's the deal. Everything that's not part of what you're trying to do is a tangent, and you can't get time back. You could get money, you could buy courses, you could make more money, but you can't get your time back. You need to focus every minute of every day that you're working on this stuff on the right thing. And if you get distracted and you get lured away by the promise of quick riches and all this other stuff. Now, can you make money online quick? Yeah. Very few people do, but you can do it. But you need to focus. You need to focus and you need to make it work. And you need to really, really look at what works. And you need to look at what's worked over the years. Now, how many of you guys are looking at this and you're like, yeah, Marcus, I get it. You've been around 20 years. You've been doing this stuff. It's not that much different than it used to be. Right? It's actually easier. Like what's the key to ranking on the search engines, Marcus? Well, have good content that people want to look at. Like that's the key. That's it. Right? Also, another key, go for keywords that are not competitive. Right? That's the biggest key, but the other is having the good content. And so when we look at this, we're like, lots of people are doing things online. Over the next week, there's going to be millions, billions of dollars spent online with Black Friday and other sales. And so what I want to do is I want to invite you to join me and learn this stuff from me, because I've been doing this for 20 years. I know how to build sites. I know how to rank sites. I know how to find niches. I know how to do affiliate offers. I know how to sell your own products. I know lots of stuff. I've been doing this a long time. Now, if you're looking for like a Shopify course and you want to make money with Shopify, I'm not your guy. If you're looking for a Facebook ads course because you want to do Facebook ads, I'm not your guy. If you want to go out there and you're like, Marcus, I get it. Search engine marketing. I can get out there. I can get free traffic. I could send them to a site and I could make some money. I could get paid traffic. I could send them to a site and I could make some money. And if that's what you want to do, then I think that if you like my training, it's really, really going to help you. Now, what we're going to do is I want to announce our Black Friday sale. Okay, I'm having a Black Friday sale. I do it every year, and it goes crazy. People love it, right? So if you're excited about my Black Friday sale, type Black Friday in the box, and I'll talk to you about how you could save a lot of money on a lot of stuff that's going to help you get where you want to be and help you make money on the internet, right? If you guys like that, type Black Friday in the box, and I'll wait till I get a bunch of answers in there, and then I'll show you how it works. Okay, really cool. All right, how many of you guys are excited about that? And you're like, yeah, Marcus, I want to get in there. I want to make some money. I want to learn how this works. Because you guys know that my training courses, they teach you everything start to finish, right? We don't leave anything out. We teach you how to do it. Like if you want to do Facebook ads, we have trainings on Facebook ads. If you want to do Shopify, we'll link you to Shopify stuff. I don't have trainings personally because I've never used Shopify. If you want to make money with blogging, this is going to help you make it work. So if you want in on the Black Friday deal, here's how it works. We have 3 major products. 4th product that's kind of hush-hush. You guys can join that. If you contact me, we have to do an interview to make sure you're right for that. But these are the programs we have. We have our high-ticket niches where I actually go through, find you a niche, build your site, set everything up, make it all ready for you, and I help you market it. Right? So we literally, it's like a done-for-you kind of thing where we help you, walk you through everything. That is the best way to get going, right? This is where I go through, hand select your niche based on a non-competitive keyword and some super profitable offers. I then get you a domain name geared towards the niche. These are super valuable. You guys could see the value of the domains according to GoDaddy's appraisal tool in the box there. Again, that's an automated appraisal. I don't know what you'll be able to sell them for. I've sold some for more. I've sold some for less. It just depends. Okay? So we just got to look at that. Now, you're going to get one of those domains, and as you guys could see, it's worth a lot, those domains. We're also going to give you some plugins, some tools. We're going to give you some content. We're going to build you a custom blog. We're going to give you the domain name. We're going to set everything up, and we're going to make it to where you can start working it. Okay, we're also going to give you a copy of my software that'll train you through the whole thing and give you access to our Tuesday calls so you can ask questions about your niche. Now, if you want to get in on that, that is usually $12.77, and it sells all the time. Now, that's our top product. Like if you're like, Marcus, I just want to get started. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Get yourself a high ticket niche. Okay. I'll show you how in just a minute. Next, we have Marcus Mentor Me, which is our mentor program, which has weekly calls. It's got some videos. It's got some plugins. This is like just weekly coaching. Okay. So if you want to do it on your own, we'll kind of guide you through it. You'll get some PDFs of my videos and everything like that. Now, the second most important product is the Simple Sites, Big Profits. This is the software that literally walks you through everything. And again, you get this software if you're a high-ticket niche person. But you can go in this software, and you could just go in there to Simple Sites, and you can see that it's literally going to walk you through everything and give you all the tools. So you just go here, you watch a video, it's going to show you all the stuff, how to get accepted to CPA networks, how to start making money, how to build sites. This niche finding will show you how to find niches, literally everything. And then there's tons of tools and plugins that you could use to get started. Very, very easy, very simple. Okay, so if you want to get that one, that is usually $297 one time. Or you could check out our private affiliate marketing coaching. That is usually around $99.97, and that's a private program. If you're interested in that, write me. We'll set up a call, and I'll talk to you about how it works and everything like that. Now, the way that our Black Friday sale works is you choose whichever product you want. Okay, so you're like, Marcus, I want to go for a high-ticket niche. I want you to set it up, show me how to make money. Then you're going to go to pcmoneymaking.com. pcmoneymaking.com. This is our support site. You're going to go here. You're going to click on Submit a Ticket. Then you're going to click on Black Friday Sale. Okay? Once you click Black Friday Sale, you go ahead and put your name, last name, your email, right, like this. Okay? And it's going to take you to a questionnaire. You're going to go here. It's set as critical, so I can answer it right away. Right? You're going to choose the product you want. You're like, hey, Marcus, yeah, dude, I want the high-ticket niche. Okay? Then you're going to say Black Friday high-ticket niche. Okay? Or whatever you want in here. And then you can go in here and you put your offer. So you're actually going to make an offer. So you'll be like, Marcus, I know the high-ticket niches are $12.77. I'll give you $12.76. Or whatever you think your offer is, right? Don't be insulting, but you give a good offer. And a lot of people are giving good offers and saving some cash and getting some cool stuff, right? So you just go in here, you put your offer in. Now, if you have a story to tell with it, you could tell us the story. If you want me to know anything about you, if you bought other products, let us know. Okay, so all you got to do is go in there and choose your product, right? So you're going to choose the product you want. Go to pcmoneymaking.com, submit your offer. We're going to review your offer. If you give me a good offer and I accept it, I'll send you a link. You sign up. Boom. You save money. If your offer's too low, I'll say, hey, you know, that's a little low. How about this? And I'll send you a link and you could sign up. And it's really cool because I think what it does is it also allows you to learn negotiation, right? So you learn how to negotiate, you learn how to write, different things like that. And I think it's really, really, really cool. Okay, so we got to look at that. You go in, you put your offer. Some people tell me their story, and if I'm moved by their story, you know, maybe they get a real good deal, or I don't know, right? So you just put it in there. But that's how our Black Friday sale works. Get your offer in as soon as possible. You do not have to wait till Friday. You could actually start putting these in now. We're going to have this sale till Monday, I think it is. But you can put them in now, and we'll actually send offers tomorrow and the next day and stuff like that. So keep an eye on your email. But you can go there and be like, hey, Marcus, I've been wanting the Simple Sites course for a while. So you just choose Simple Sites, and then you'd put your offer in here, right? It's $297 now, so you could say $296 or whatever, right? And if we take it, you can save some money. If we don't, we'll counter you and give you an offer that we will take. So if you like that, type Black Friday in the box, and we'll get you guys rocking and rolling. Any questions on what we went over so far? Okay, anyone have any questions on that stuff? Okay, how many of you guys are going to put in an offer tonight? Type in offer if you're going to put an offer in. Awesome. And I'll be looking forward to seeing those offers. Look forward to working with you guys. Any other questions before we wrap up? I know it was a shorter webinar, but I hope you guys understand what's going on. Because if you got what I taught you, right, it's that you don't want to get distracted by stuff because, as Solomon said in the Bible, there's nothing new under the sun, right? All the same stuff that's always worked is working. It's still working today, right? And we just got to look at that and be like, hey, this is pretty cool. All right, Cam's got his offer in. Awesome. Cool. Get your offers in, and we are going to get you guys hooked up with some good stuff and help you guys out and get you guys what you need to make this stuff work. And guys, we're here to help you. I've been doing this 20 years. Our support's not perfect, but we're pretty good, right? It's actually us. Like, it's people that are trained by me. It's not like outsourced. It's not 24/7 support. There's some offers there. Offers are coming in, right? But it is good support, and you're going to get answers. And if you come on our Tuesday calls are for members who have bought our products, members of the Marcus Mentor Me, where we go through and we just help you guys out with everything and help you guys make all this stuff work in a really, really cool, really easy way, right? So awesome stuff. Get your offers in tonight, and let's make some money. PCmoneymaking.com. Let's make it happen. Cool. Any questions? We'll go ahead and wrap up here, but I want to make sure if there's any questions, anything about what we went over, let me know. Oh, yes. Also, we are going to switch our calls back to 10 a.m. starting next week. Okay, so there will be Wednesday 10 a.m. instead of 8 o'clock. I find the 10 a.m. worked a little bit better. All right, guys, awesome. So PCmoneymaking.com, go submit your offer now, and we'll see you in the next training. All right, thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.